Don't go broke in a nursing home. Larry Weiss is just one member of the team. Obviously, the top of the. You're at the top of the food chain.
I'm top of the food chain.
Yeah, you are top of the food chain and the big cheese.
I am.
Yeah, but you also surround yourself with very intelligent people. Talk a little bit about the team. You mentioned Steve Langdon.
Steve, he of course is one of the partners at McNeely Stevenson Law Firm. To be effective at what we do, I surround myself with top talent, and it definitely begins with Steve Langdon at McNeely Stevenson Law Firm. You always need a legal component. You also need a financial component. That's what Elder Advisors does as well. And my team, Denise Manicky, my business partner, is a former Medicaid supervisor with Kentucky. She spent 10 years telling families you can't get benefits.
So
there she is.
She knows how to work it because she's been on the other side.
And now she's on the side of the client. She's our secret weapon. She helps families navigate the process to protect those assets. I'm sorry, every time I see it, but he's drop dead gorgeous, John. I mean, he's not John Ramsey good looking, but he's pretty good looking. Oh, there's, of course, the beautiful Denise
both of you trump us. Yeah, you guys look great together, and it's entertaining, but it is good information.
It is good.
Because I do think, you talk about protecting your assets. There are people who you can blow through a lot of money unless you know how to play the game, and the rules do change.
They change all the time. That's why, of course, Mr. Langdon's up right now. He's always an important component of this. It's the centerpiece of this to protect those assets because he has a legal background. He's a former trial attorney, federal, state court, both sides of the river, and that's who you need in your corner to protect these assets, because it is not easy. I can declare we're going to protect all the assets for husband and wife, or a single person about half, but I need the skill set of the attorney behind me to back it up, because otherwise the state's always going to deny an application, and the families are going to lose money that otherwise is not completely necessary.
It's about keeping money in your pocket. It's your money, keeping it in your pocket, and peace of mind. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the workshops. Okay?
Well, the workshops, of course, we're doing the workshops Monday, August 5th, 6 o'clock at the Four Points by Sheraton, exit 132 off of 65, and of course Tuesday morning for the Indiana folk, 10 a.m. at the Hampton Inn on Broadway, right off of Veterans Parkway. And I will tell the folks at both workshops, you need to get there early, because for the first time in June, we kind of sort of unofficially turned people away because they didn't want to sit in the back behind the pillar and they couldn't see. So these workshops are filling up. You can go to the website, elderadvisors.com, or, of course, call 855-LARRY-55. One way or the other, get on there. You're talking about the staff. I am surrounded by top talent. A lot of people think my favorite employee is Autumn Schneider. It's not by a long shot. My favorite is Elijah Harris. Elijah is my go-to guy. He was out in the community today delivering and picking up paperwork from a client. No one does that, people. No one does that. But Elijah is my go-to guy. I love him like the son I never had. He never complains. He just goes. And that's another component that we bring is back to the stress. They don't want to drive through traffic. They can't see at night and stuff like that, whatever the issue is. Elijah takes care of that. He is by far my favorite employee. My second favorite employee is Suzanne, because she's hard at work at the office. Tammy, my producer, saying, what's Autumn doing? Tammy, I don't know what Autumn's doing. She's probably watching a movie for all I know. I pay these people and they just, go and do their own thing. Denise is out doing a great job taking care of the families on the front line of this. And Tim Goebel is the best kept secret of Elder Advisors. He's out holding families' hands, doing what needs to be done. And that's what I'm saying. No one does this stuff. They're given papers, John. The families, they meet someone and go, here, Kentucky, and take the papers. When you get them done, get back to me. And poor Mr. Johnson, who's 82 years old, doesn't have a clue how to get this stuff done. Well, guess what? If Mr. Johnson, Kentucky, and doesn't get this money moved by 5 o'clock today, he's going to lose benefits because he's over-resourced. He's got to pay for August. He didn't have to do it.
Yeah, if that sounds like a little bit over your head, then you need to attend one of these workshops. Let's go to the phones and talk to Peggy. We've asked for calls, and Peggy has been nice enough to respond. Peggy, you have a question for Larry?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I own a house that has a second mortgage on it, but hopefully it will be paid off soon. And I want the house to go to my daughter. How do I ensure that?
Well, Peggy, that's probably more of a legal question, but I can tell you in my own situation, if the home is in your name, when you come to the workshop, Mr. Langdon talks about different avenues to ensure that that property can go to your daughter. There's things that perhaps you can do now ahead of time to kind of avoid some problems, whether it might be a probate issue later or a nursing home issue. But for the purposes of today's phone call, there are certainly things that can be done, but you want to do it the correct way. So many people out there in TV land, Peggy, do it the wrong way because they don't seek the proper legal counsel that Steve Langdon and McNeely Stevenson brings to the table. It's a free workshop. Come on out. We'll be glad to talk to you. Make sure you set aside a minute to say hi to me. We'll make sure Steve answers your questions.
Yeah, and something you mentioned before that is important. You might want to think about this. Power of attorney. Get ahead of that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, power of attorney is phenomenal. As a matter of fact, we're doing a home visit, I think whatever August 9th is, I think it's a Friday. we're doing a home visit. The aunt is getting a little hard to kind of get out of the house, so we're doing the home visit. Remember Docklin Gunsmoke? We're going to the home.
Whatever it takes.
Okay, that's right. Whatever it takes. Mr. Langdon, and this is really great. Steve gets out of the law office. I'm not suggesting other attorneys do or don't, but I know Steve does. He doesn't just make people come to him. He will go to the families. That's what's so great about Steve. He will go out with the families, help them do this, because the family, he sat down the other day, the nephew, and I started asking financial questions, and I could tell I'm getting deer in the headlights, kind of a glossy eye. He's like, well, I don't really know. And I said, well, who's power of attorney? Well, nobody. I said, you need power of attorney. So Mr. Langdon is an attorney. He drafts those documents. We're going to get that and then help the family navigate. That's more of the pre-crisis plan. They can kind of see what's maybe going on, but they ought to be able to have the keys to the car, so we've got to get that power of attorney.
There we go. So there's the legal side of it, the real estate side of it.
Mr. Langdon, the attorney, does.
There's insurance side of it. There's all kinds of components here, but you can learn about it all at one of the workshops, again, for elder advisors. Don't go broke in a nursing home. That is key. Invite him out one more time if you will.
Kentuckiana, please come out. Keep an open mind. It's never too late. Monday, August 5th, 6 o'clock, 4 Points by Sheraton. Get there early. Seats are now filling up quick. And, of course, Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. at the Hampton Inn on Broadway in Clarksville off Veterans Parkway. They start at 10 o'clock. You need to get there early to get a seat and get a cup of coffee. It's never too late. Keep an open mind. Don't listen to barbershop law. They're always wrong.
Information is power. That's the truth. It is power. Again, elder advisors. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll put a bow on this show. We'll do that next. Wait 3 listens. We're live.